Hi everyone, and welcome back to Genealogy and the Decoding Your Y-DNA series. If you're just tuning in, this series explores how Y-DNA testing can help us trace our paternal lines. My name is Jeremy Lehman, and I am a genealogist who loves weaving DNA into family history research. In this episode, we're going to dig into one of the key methods used in Y-DNA analysis, STR testing. So let's get started. STR stands for short tandem repeat. Think of it as a small sequence of DNA letters that repeats over and over again. For example, GATA, GATA, GATA are 3 repeats of the sequence GATA. These repeats help preserve genetic information, even if part of the sequence is lost. On the Y chromosome, the number of repeats can change over time. When a new repeat pattern appears, it's passed down to future generations. Over centuries, these changes build up, creating a kind of genetic signature that can be unique to a particular family line. STR testing focuses on a set of markers on the Y chromosome that are especially likely to vary between men. By comparing those markers, we can figure out whether 2 men share a relatively recent common paternal ancestor. But there's an important caveat. STR testing isn't always precise. Just because 2 people may appear as a closer STR match, it doesn't always mean they're more closely related than other more distant matches. That's why today, most researchers prefer SNP testing, which gives more accurate results. Still, STR testing can be a helpful first step to learn more about your lineage. So how do you actually take an STR test? Family Tree DNA offers STR testing as part of all their Y-DNA packages. If you just want STR results, you can choose the Y37 or the Y111 test. Their Big Y test goes much deeper, providing hundreds of STR markers along with SNP testing. Once your results are in, you'll see a list of markers, each with a value that shows how many times a sequence is repeated. Those results are then compared against other testers, and you'll get a match list sorted by genetic distance. In general, the smaller the distance, the closer the estimated relationship. For example, in my own results, my closest match has a genetic distance of 3 at 111 markers. You can see the 3 different markers where the number of repeats differs by 1. Based on that, Family Tree DNA estimated that there's a 95% chance we share a common paternal ancestor between 1596 and 1877. And in fact, we do. We share an ancestor born in 1791. But be careful. STR-based genetic distance is just an estimate. In another case, I had a match at 7 steps who turned out to be much more closely related to me than someone at 6 steps. That's why SNP testing is always the gold standard for Y-DNA testing if you want precision. So to summarize, STR testing is a great tool to get started with Y-DNA and to find potential paternal line matches. But you need to recognize its limitations and only treat the results as an estimate. In our next episode, we'll take a closer look at SNP testing and why it has become the preferred method for Y-DNA research today. Thanks again for watching Genealogy. If you're enjoying this series, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's keep decoding your Y-DNA together.